Hey, what's going on everybody? ScottDogGaming here, thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back, we're playing some more of the Council. So we started this yesterday. Essentially, we've lost our mother. We're part of some kind of order from what I can make out. Our mother came to this island here with a big mansion up on top of that rock. And she's been here for a couple of weeks and then she'd vanished. We've been looking for clues. We found some of her stuff over there which we picked up when I don't think I should have done. We know that we think she's got a gun. She put an encrypted message in that mailbox over there. And now we're about to head upstairs to Lord Mortimer's party. But what's this, I wonder?
A Latin inscription.
Oh.
Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatio.
Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Lord Mortimer is immune to conviction, which is a shame because that's what we've gone for. So he's not going to be impressed by us, you know, trying to convince him with our strong will. What is that door? What is that?
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
And how does the supermarket deliver all of his shopping? Right. So we're about to head indoors. Didn't even have to knock. Okay.
Whoa. Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
Hello.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontations. Doing a confrontation, you will have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of your story. Okay?
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind.
You should.
I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally.
I do take it
You
personally.
happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not
mean about
mind
us?
if she does so.
Is he banging my
That
mother?
is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Okay. Art collector. Oh, we could lie to him. We are members of the Golden Order. Professional. Secret.
If
go
you
with the
know my
secret.
mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of Sarah.
Thank you.
all the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing less.
Ooh.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Yeah, confrontation, last steps. For the last step of confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until you either give a right one or you have no blunders left. Okay.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen,
What
let's
was
stop
that?
there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
So he kept all that letter
Well
secret and then
played.
just told me everything.
I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
In elements, many clues and items, some of them will impact your adventure. Do not hesitate to look for them. Okay. Let's have a wander round, shall we? There's the giant door. I wonder if this takes me outside. Oh,
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
size of that door. Why is it so big? Right. What we got?
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Aw. What a sad story. What's this over here? Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn grants you an exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting the dialogue choices. Cannot carry more than 5. Okay, so that's right. I'll have forgotten that by the time I need to use it. Great.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Can I go these ways? No, it looks like it's... Assuming that means locked.
Maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Really? Do you think? Oh, there's a table here. Didn't realise. Okay. Some more things over this way. We'll just go for a little jog. What have we got?
Saturn devouring his sun. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
I mean, it does look a bit grim. I'm not going to lie. Okay.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Wowza, poor old St. Peter. Okay. So we're down to 4 action points. Go back to the group near the chimney. What have we got over here? There's a book of some kind.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
We'll take their book. Why not?
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Okay.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
Okay, Georgie.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
About the surprising main door, about the letter, about my mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters.
Sorry,
but
George.
You'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Oh dear.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Riche, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Okay.
Good Lord! Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit! That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
Good Lord.
He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
That man should
He's
wear one of
asking
those
here and
masks.
He hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Let's say nothing for once. Dialogue time. When the dialogue time is over, an answer will be...
And now, my dear
Okay.
guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Well, I can either go with these two, or with these two. Look how scary that man on the right looks. I'm doing it. I'm going to go discover...
My vision is more important. Let's follow
what
home.
we can. We can find another
I'll follow
time.
you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Home. I shall see you later.
Oh dear, I think I upset the wash. Okay, here we go.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh?
Oh, I didn't.
Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend.
didn't respond
You
in
look
time.
rather
Whoops.
pale. Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Home, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you. Would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then, one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Home. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Intriguing.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Do you know if anyone else has gone missing recently?
Not at all, sir. It's as if Sarah has purely and simply vanished into thin air.
That's right. Just take me for an idiot, why don't you?
Not even a servant, then?
Not even a servant. I can assure you, we would have been informed.
Keep your faith, my son. Only the celebrated Sara de Rice could vanish before our very eyes, and she will reappear.
What is happening over there?
No!
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing. Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
So I can't do anything other than let her breathe.
Stand back, please, so she can breathe.
Elizabeth is accustomed to this kind of thing.
It looks like it's just a dizzy spell. Can you tell me something about her? Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right. Sea air can do wonders.
Right.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me... I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
The sign of the beast. He's referring to the tattoo on her hand.
I didn't see that at all.
Yes, Your Eminence. I saw it. I don't know what the young woman has been through, but she is marked for life.
It is the least one can say. You know the meaning, don't you?
Protection against the evil one.
It is a rare practice reserved for cases of possession, Louis. I have seen it during exorcism.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
Okay, bedtime. Nice.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities. Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord
what was
Mortimer
happening
is
there?
fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Okay, so clearly there was lots of things that popped up there that if we'd have chosen certain skills, we would have been able to ask questions or take actions or notice things, but you know, we haven't got those skills, so we couldn't.
I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
We should go looking for it, I suppose.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Okay. So we know where the Duchess is staying. There's a nice little tea set. We go over. Was there something over here? There was. Collector's coin. Don't know what they're for, other than collecting. It's another painting. This is a pretty elaborate hallway. With some squeaky floorboards.
Huh, that's me.
Well, that was easy. What's opposite here? Nothing, just some light. Okay, let's go into the room. We could have a look around, but let's go in. Let's see what we've got.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance.
Okay.
But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
So we are pretty much to the point where I got to last time on the stream, the ill-fated stream. So I opened the letter last time. I'm going to leave it closed this time.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Biaggi, so too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow, nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
State of this. Oh, there's a bookcase. Carmelite water. Gives you focus state that your next deal will cost no effort. Okay.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Wowza.
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
So I can't open that. Okay.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Go over here. Someone else's room. Oh, there's paper just there. I want that paper. What's on that paper? God damn it. Right, okay. Oh, so this has been left open. There's a butterfly. What's happening? Am I going to see something down there? Any... Okay, well, I mean, it's been fun. Right. Is this someone else's room that I'm walking along?
A Bazant.
Wow, I am filling up my collector coin. Can't go in there. Okay, so this must be my room, I'm guessing still. Jesus. Oh, okay, I'm in. It looks like I'm going straight to bed. That is a big bed. I look like a hobbit. Okay. So it succeeded. Oh, I didn't fail anything. Alternative paths. I could have stayed in there, but I went and did that. Okay. Look at me go. I leveled up. Nice. So what does that mean? I've got 4 points to spend. Jeez. One of the things I want is vigilance, because that seemed to come up a lot, actually. I've got 1 point left to spend. I could put it in manipulation. So look, these things have sort of expanded a little bit as they've gone because of my amazing ability. Now we know that conviction is going to help us, actually. So I think I'll start going down the diversion route. Or I could put one in manipulation straight away, but I don't know if that's going to help me. That might finish by itself. What about questioning? That seems like a fairly vital one. Okay, so we can see which ones we've completed. So I did that because I used no consumables during a quest. Nice. What else have we got? We've got... Okay. I think we're doing okay. So what are these? 1 skill point in diversion. Doesn't look like I can do anything with these just yet. Okay, I think we're good to go. So let's leave this screen. How do I leave this screen? Validate. There we go. Perfect. Equipping manuscripts. You can choose here. You can choose what to read during your adventure. Okay. So we can either work on our diversion or work on our conviction. Or science. Now science might be one we don't get. So let's do that. I'm going to put a cut in the video here. Thank you very much for watching. We're now about to go to bed, so let's see what happens when we wake up in the morning. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. See you again soon. Thank you.